Hey friends, we are getting ready to head out the door to Costco. I got my big water with me and I have not been to Costco in quite a while, so we are going to go and kind of explore what they have. And I just simply need to stock up. I know whenever I run out of certain things around the house that I need to head to Costco again. So generally whenever I'm going to get paper towels or toilet paper, I come back here and I get it first, because it's easier to load my cart and pile stuff on top of it. So today I need to pick up some paper towels and I'm going to check their prices on toilet paper. We're not quite to the point of needing it, but if I'm here, I might just grab it. With kids and a dog, this is just something that we use right now in life. Okay, so right now the Waterloos, I kind of check which seltzers are on sale. We always love seltzers. I buy them a lot just at Walmart and other grocery stores, but they can be a really good price here. Right now they are $8.99 for a pack of 24, and we really like this brand. All of these flavors are good. It's peach, blackberry lemonade, and cherry lime. So I'm definitely going to grab a pack of these. Since the warmer weather has hit, I have been hunting for a more natural ice pop for the girls. I just hate buying sugar water to freeze it. And you all know that I do make my own pops sometimes with yogurt and stuff, but these here are organic. They don't have extra added sugar and they are 100% fruit juice. So we're going to give them a try. I've never gotten them before. They're $9.99 for 35 of them. So we'll give it a try, see if we like it. They look really good. It has strawberry lemon, mango orange, and blueberry pomegranate. Maybe I'll even enjoy having one every now and then. Okay, so as most of you know, I do eat pretty healthy, and this brand, through the years, at times, I've gotten it. It's called Real Good. I grabbed a bag here, and I eat pretty low sugar, and these are low sugar. It's a General Tso's chicken that I could combine with some veggies or something on a really busy night whenever I don't have time to make something healthy for myself. It's like a medium healthy item. So $13.99 for a whole bag, and I'll probably get a good amount of meals out of this for myself. I'm always on the lookout for something for my husband, and he does enjoy kombucha. Because when I come home from Costco, he's like, "What did you bring for me?" I'm always on the lookout for the good produce deals whenever I'm here. These are $3.89 for a big pack of strawberries. Super happy about that. And then over here, these big packs of mushrooms. I think I might do like a Salisbury steak or something this week, or some stuffed mushrooms. $3.69, super great deal. This is not a bad deal for a big bag of green beans, but I like to get their frozen ones. They're an even better deal, so we'll check on that when we go over to the freezer. These are asparagus. I personally never eat asparagus this big. Like, these are bigger than my fingers. But for some people, I've heard that you can prepare it in different ways. And then here is Brussels sprouts. These are $6.49 for a good sized bag, so I think I'm gonna grab some. We always love to have those roasted or air fried. These cherries look beautiful. They're $5.99, so I'm gonna get them just as another fruit to snack on this week. They look so good. Cherries are one of my absolute favorite snacks, or I should say fruits. Just so delicious. If you guys watch often, you know my love for these mini sweet bell peppers, and they are $4.99 for this nice size bag, so I'm definitely going to snag these up. And we are big cucumber fans in our house, and look how cute these are. They're just these little tiny cucumbers that we can snack on. If you guys have seen my past Costco hauls, you know I love, love, love this brand. Their breakfast sausages are really good. I'm not seeing them, so if I spot them, I'll probably grab a pack of them as well. But this is just their chicken sausages. Look at all of those turkeys. It smells so good right here. Okay, so I have been somebody that makes my own sauerkraut, but right now I don't have the time. I don't have any of it set up. And this is like the real deal live sauerkraut with the live probiotics in it. Squawk is a must when we come to Costco. This one is so good. Our entire family loves it, and it's such a good healthy snack with some corn chips. And I found the breakfast sausages, so I'm definitely gonna get some of these. There's actually 3 packs in here. So I just separate them and then freeze them individually, and we pull them out and we throw them in the frying pan frozen, and they work out perfectly. These are so yummy. Another thing that we really love is these almond flour wraps as well. They just are good, have a lot of clean ingredients, and they aren't a bad price here compared to in the grocery store. I don't know if I'm gonna grab any of those today, but I'm definitely going to grab some of these outer aisle cauliflower sandwich rounds. These are so tasty. I love frying these next to my eggs and having like a dippy or over easy egg on top of these. They're just like a round, kind of like a flatbread, but they're made out of cauliflower and they're so delicious. Costco has all the tomatoes today. Something that I've been getting at Costco and Sam's Club for years is the 000 yogurt. It's always a good price here, and something I've been doing lately with it, just as a good healthy snack, is I take the vanilla and I mix a little bit of 100% peanut butter in it, and then I put a little bit of stevia sweetened chocolate chips, and it's like you're eating a healthy cookie dough. It's so good. If you haven't tried it, or even with any type of vanilla yogurt, you can do that, and it's delicious. So right now, there is 18 in a pack for $12.89. So that's less than, how is that? That is less than $1 per cup, which is a super great deal for the 000 yogurts. Okay, so I know that I've gotten some of you hooked on the buttery steakhouse seasoning. Here they have it in big containers. We actually just ran out of it the other day, so I'm grabbing one. But it is a good price here at Costco. These are the things I think I didn't show you whenever we were shopping. So you all saw me get like paper towels and Waterloo and just a bunch of veggies, I believe. I think I kind of picked through the things I showed you in store. And I actually have my receipt here. I heard a really smart tip recently on grocery shopping and meal prepping from a grocery shopping trip. So I've chatted with you all about how to make meal plans before. So you can either make your meal plan and then base your grocery shopping off the meal plan that you created, or you can go grocery shopping, see what deals you find, bring your haul home, and then create a meal plan off of the things that you found that were a really good deal at the store. So that's more or less what I'm gonna be doing, but I heard the greatest tip, and that is to keep your receipt and use this to kind of plan your meal plan off of, which I think is so smart, because then you don't have something forgotten in the back of the refrigerator. And I really wanna get better at managing the things that are in my food storage. And so that was a great tip I heard recently. So I'm gonna just pop through this stuff. I need to put some of this away, but a couple of things. I don't often get the big whopping bags of snacks at Costco, but this is made without any vegetable oil or canola oil. It's made with coconut oil. And so I thought I'll go ahead and get that. Plus, like, honestly, our family loves popcorn. We blow through it. What often happens when I get really big bags of stuff at Costco is we eat through part of it and then the rest goes stale. But I might bag this popcorn out into baggies. I think it would be really good. I also grabbed a low sugar granola. Of course, I mentioned that I eat a lot of low sugar. This is a blueberry cinnamon. I've actually gotten this before. Really, really like this brand. I do make my own grain-free granola at times, but this is just an easy go-to. And that's really what a lot of my haul was about today, was just kind of grab and go stuff. I'm coming off of a busy season in the last couple of weeks. Plus I got really sick, lost my voice. I think I mentioned that in a recent video. And so I'm just trying to like get the house back in order. There's a lot going on. So I needed some things that were healthy or semi-healthy. That word healthy means so many different things to different people, but things that are as whole food as I can get them. That's probably the best way to describe it. And one of the things they had out for sample was these That's It bars. They're mini fruit bars. They're strawberry, mango, and blueberry. And I like that these are smaller. Sometimes when it comes to like prepackaged granola bars, my girls are not the best at always eating the whole thing. So I thought that would work. But these are not a granola bar. They're actually just dried fruit. They're applesauce. They're 2 ingredients. They're applesauce and then whatever fruit flavor is with them. And the girls really liked them when they tasted them, so I decided to go ahead and snag these. There's 24 mini bars, and they may be something that we purchase again if they really enjoy having them for like a snack on the go, especially with summertime here. That's another thing, is like packing lunches and stuff, just having some things around. If you don't know, we actually homeschool, so I don't need to pack lunches all year round, but I feel like in the summertime, we're doing a lot of activities or going camping, so having some convenience-y stuff is really nice. Something else I grabbed was some maple syrup. I like to get our maple syrup locally. There's somebody I can get 5-gallon buckets from, but we don't have any of that right now. So I'm just relying on either Aldi or Costco syrup. So I grabbed a jug of that. And then I saw these here. Again, we have some gluten sensitivity in our house. When I say gluten sensitivity, we do have some things with gluten in it. It's not an allergy and something like that, but just keeping a lot of it out of my diet and my one daughter's diet. So this here is a gluten-free sprouted rolled oats, which I've been making a lot more oatmeal things for myself. So I'm excited to try this out. Got a big bag of garlic because if you pay attention and watch often, you know I'm out of my frozen minced garlic right now. And so I needed to get a bag so that I can blend a bunch of it up and get it in the freezer. So you'll probably see that in a prep sometime soon. And then I have been craving peaches. I saw this oatmeal peach muffin recipe the other day, and I've been dying to make it, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna have to wait until probably like July at some point because we live in central Pennsylvania, and so peaches are not in season right now. But I ran across these California peaches that smell amazing and they're ready to eat. So I think today or tomorrow I'll probably make up that recipe, and the girls love peaches, love. So they will love those, and it's a great source of vitamins and nutrients for them. And then I had shown you the General Tso's chicken from the Real Good brand. That's in the freezer already. But I also got these here, and we did have the street tacos for dinner, but I did not have that myself, so I actually threw a couple of these in the air fryer. They're pretty much like chicken fingers, but they are gluten-free and they're made with semi-healthy ingredients. So I just had some of those with a salad. And I got a bag of russet potatoes. The potatoes were a pretty good price for this nice big bag. Then this here is something we've gotten before, and it's been a while. It's pork raised without antibiotics and a vegetarian fed diet. So they're pretty healthy. There's no gluten, nitrates, MSG, or preservatives in these. And if you guys remember in Costco, I showed you the cauliflower rounds that I can use to make, like, they're kind of like a flatbread I can make sandwiches and stuff with. So these with an egg would be a perfect, nice, low sugar breakfast for me. So loving having these around. This here is something that's a staple for us. I get this almost every Costco trip, and that is the Archer beef sticks. They're just a great thing to be able to snack on. Then I also got these mini potatoes mainly for my husband. You know, I was saying in store that he is always like, what did you bring me? Because the girls get their snacks and things. So one thing he loves are these mini potatoes. And a lot of times they come in a really small bag in the grocery store, and they can be kind of pricey. They're not really the cheapest potato if you're in the potato aisle. But these were a good price, and they're a mixed color, and I know he's gonna love making these up. And usually what he likes to do is kind of make a pouch of aluminum foil and just stuff them all in there, put some oil in with them, and then pack them into the oven, especially if it's a busy night and he's the one making dinner. This is something that he likes to make.
And then this is a gluten-free pasta we like. It is made with chickpeas. Again, not the cheapest pasta in the aisle. So if I can buy it in a larger quantity, it always works out and saves me a little bit of money. So love that. And we've needed some more pasta around. We don't eat it very often, but then whenever I get kind of the brainstorm to either make some freezer meals or make a bunch of dishes, I love having something like that on hand to help me out. I was out of my freezer bags, obviously with doing a lot of big batch cooking. I do use up a lot of freezer bags, and I've done freezer cooking for so many years, and I will tell y'all this. Now, of course, not everybody has the same experience, and it depends on what you're freezing. Some things are fine, but I have had cheaper brands of freezer bags fail me, and I end up losing stuff in the freezer. So since I've experienced some of that, I just always go for the true Ziploc brand, and there's a little bit of a thicker bag, and they always hang in there for me. I got some yellow kiwis. I think we've had these one other time, and I think it was a time when like a grocery store had them, and I got maybe 3 or 4 of them because they're a specialty item. They seem to cost more, so these were a good price. We got a nice big box of them, and the great thing is they are not quite ready. That's another thing I was keeping track of. You remember I got the cherries when we were in Costco. I was trying to remember if I got any other fruit. Strawberries, I think that's it, and then the peaches. So I wanted to make sure that I wasn't going to have everything ready at once. So I decided these would be great because they're not quite ready. I'm gonna keep them in the refrigerator, and probably a couple of days I'll get them out. I'll put them on my table in my sunroom, and they'll ripen up for us. And I'm excited to try these. I think, like I said, we have tried them before, and I'm pretty sure they just taste pretty much like a kiwi, but they're golden kiwis. I got a nice big block of cheddar cheese. You guys remember when I went to Costco in Florida a couple months ago, we tried this for the first time, and we actually really liked it. So I'm going to probably grab one of these almost every time we go. I have a few recipes I want to make up this week that needed bell peppers. So they have these nice big 6-packs of bell peppers. This is something I used to eat a lot years ago, and I've gotten back into using them on wraps and things like that, and that is the Laughing Cow wedges. These are like a lighter, sort of like a cream cheese consistency. Works super great on all kinds of recipes. And then, of course, the tried and true grass-fed butter that I either get at Costco or at Aldi, and it's a pretty good price for grass-fed butter. I do occasionally get regular butter, but for the most part, we do eat grass-fed butter. So I'm going to get all of this stuff put away, and I need to sit down and really kind of plan out how I'm going to use a lot of these ingredients through this coming week. Like I said, I do have some preps I need to work on, and I know that I'm going to be able to use up a lot of this stuff and get it prepared for us so that it doesn't just sit in my pantry and it gets eaten up pretty quickly. Decided I'm going to put the popcorn into just some gallon-sized bags. So I think 3 of them I will be able to fit all this in. And this is organic popcorn too, which is always good, especially corn products. I like to get those on the organic side. Then I'm also going to put these ice pops into the freezer as well. Super excited to try these, and I probably should have gotten 2 bags of them, but we'll probably do another run to Costco before too many more weeks. Is anybody else like scared of tearing apart ice pops? I've had different ones rip, and they just like, then of course you've got quite a mess. But anyways, so I'm just gonna tear these apart so that my children don't have to try to tear them apart. And these flavors look so good. They are gonna love these. Like I said, I don't buy them very often, so they end up having them. Our dog comes running through. They end up having them at like friends' houses or at grandma's or something like that, if just because I don't keep them around very often. But I did want to speak to a thought I was having this week, especially because if you're anything like me and you like to make homemade meals, and you want the best for your family, you want your children to eat as good as you can provide for them, it's sometimes, oh, I just ripped one. Oh my word, hang on a second. All right, recover from that. It's sometimes humbling to get pre-made things or to grab stuff that is more of a convenience-y item. And I just want to speak to anybody that is going through something difficult in life, that just do your very best. It does not have to always be homemade. It does not always have to be organic or sprouted or the most high quality thing out there. There are seasons in life, and some of them just do not include being able to make everything from scratch, especially, that was close. This is like a game or something, especially if you just had a baby, if you just went through a death in the family, if you are going through marital struggles, relationship struggles, the age of your children. I know, like, our daughters are each a year apart, and when they were all 3 in diapers, I was also going through a lot in my life at that time, but I was not always able to create the perfect, healthy, rounded meals. And if that's you right now, don't stress it. You'll get back to it. And that's, I think, the thing. You have to move on. I heard somebody recently say that they're in a phase of life of just moving on. I think it was Melena Cinciati. I really love her channel here on YouTube if you don't follow her. But she's super encouraging, and she was saying that she's in a season of life of moving on. And, you know, basically, if something's not working, we're moving on. If your child doesn't want to take a nap, we're moving on to the next thing. If something's not, I don't want to crinkle too bad, but if something isn't working in your homeschool, then maybe it's just not the moment to do it. And I would say that it has been a lesson for me in life as well, especially being someone that likes to, I wouldn't say being a perfectionist, but I have a lot of things that I like to try to perfect in life. And sometimes God's had to teach me that it's just not always going to work exactly the way you pictured it. And there are seasons and there are cycles for different things, and we just have to ebb and flow. And as mothers, if you are a mother that strives for perfection, sometimes you got to go with that ebb and flow, and you got to move on and go to the next activity, go to the next phase of the day, and just try again tomorrow. So, and maybe it's try again next month, maybe it's try again next year. You know, maybe you're just in a season that you need to get the prepackaged snack and you're not going to be able to make the homemade granola bars and whatnot. So I just wanted to speak to that because it's definitely something that I have had to allow God to work in my heart and allow Him to just humble me. Like I said, it takes humility, because in our pride we want to say, well, I can do it all and I can make it all homemade and perfect. And I think that the internet sometimes can be pretty unforgiving with that. Whenever you're a content creator like myself, you know, they are like, well, you know, you said that you're trying to do all your things homemade or whatever, and then when you get something that's prepackaged in your video, then they're very critical of that. And I think it's just interesting how, like, everybody has ebb and flows. Like, for example, I am not doing as much home preserving. I'm going to be doing some, but not as much this year, which last year I did do what I call like a double year. I did a year where I have a lot of things that are reaching into this next year, or like into this year. So I don't have quite as much to do. We're going to be doing corn and things like that, but I don't have as much to do, and I'm not going to press myself to do it. My children are in an age where they really need me right now. We're learning a lot of fundamentals in our homeschool. We are in kindergarten, first and second, going into first, second, and third. And those are really important fundamental years that they need my attention. And so I'm not going to be able to try out as many new canning recipes this year. Like I said, I'm not doing any of it, but just not as many things this year. And so corn is a big one. We are going to be doing corn again. If you all remember, I have kind of an Amish trick to canning home canned sweet corn, and it tastes like it's been frozen. It's super good. I've had a lot of people taste it and not know that I had canned it, so that tells a lot for sure. All right, I'm gonna get these put into the freezer and these put into our snack cupboard. Thanks a lot for joining me today. I hope this video gave you some inspiration and encouragement.